So another way to divide a polynomial is through the process of syntactic division. Now, how does it work? For example, we have a operation of 2x cubed plus x squared minus 6x minus 8 divided by the value of x minus 2. We want to get its quotient and corresponding remainder. So how will we do it aside from long division? So syntactic division works like this. First, we will equate our divisor to 0. Okay. We add 2 both sides. There is a cancel negative 2. Therefore, we get 2. Okay. So x equals 3. Now, we want to make a small square for that 2 right here. And on its right side, we want to write the coefficient of each term in the dividend from the highest exponent to the constant term. So let's start with 2x cubed. The coefficient of 2x cubed is positive 2. Well, for x squared, it's 1. Well, for 6x is 6, negative 6. And for the constant term is negative 8. We also want to leave a space below them and draw a line. Okay. Now, first thing that we will do is to bring down the leading coefficient, or the 2, below this line. Okay. So 2. Then, we want to multiply it to the number inside the small square, or small square. So 2 times 2 is 4. Now, where do we put 4 in this illustration? We want to put 4 here, after the, or below the number after the leading coefficient, so 1. Okay. Then we want to add these two numbers, so we will get 5. Okay. Now the process repeats again. 2 times 5 times 2 is 10. Right before the 1, or before, below the number of number 1, or how do you put this, below the number that precede the value of 1 here. So this is negative 6. So we will put 10 below negative 6. So add. Okay, negative 6 plus 10. Different sign, subtract. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 10 is bigger, so positive 4. Now, 4 times 2 is 8. Okay. So put 8 here. Now, negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Okay. So, so where's the answer here? Okay, it is the 1 that's below the line. So how do we write it in polynomial form? So always remember that the last number or digit is our remainder. So if it's the remainder, therefore it's the constant term. Then this is the term correspond to x raised to 1. And then this term correspond to x raised to 2. Okay, so 2 correspond x raised to 2. Is positive 5, so plus 5 correspond to x. Then plus the constant term, which is 4. Since there is no remainder, our answer is 2x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, so let's try another example. Let's say we have an operation like this. Okay, 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x plus 6 divided by the value of x minus 2. So first step, again, is to equate our divisor to 0. Therefore, x is equal to positive 2. Since we will transpose negative 2 to the right side, negative will become positive. Therefore, x is equal to positive 2. And we want R2 inside the little box that we did earlier. Then, right on the right side of 2, we will write the coefficient of each term. So 2, negative 3, negative 5, and positive 6. Leave space, then line. So bring down 2, then multiply to the small box. 2 times 2 is 4. Add up, we have 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. Oh, hold up. Yeah. Oh, by the way. Oh, yeah. So, negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. And 6 plus negative 6 is 0. Okay, so we write, since this is the remainder, this is correspond to constant term, x raised to 1 and x raised to 2. Okay, so 2x squared plus 1x or x minus 3. No remainder, so this is our final answer. Let's try another example. So what if we have x cubed minus 4x plus 8 divided by x minus 2. Now we notice that there is missing term in the dividend. Okay, because from x cubed it is preceded by 4x, which is not a typical term after a x cubed. So it is missing by a value with x squared value. So in this case, it does affect the process of our division. So what we want to do is to rewrite x cubed minus 4x plus 8 into this general form of the polynomial. Okay, we don't want to skip a term, so x cubed. Okay, so x cubed minus, or wait, so x cubed minus plus. So there, since there is missing term, which is x cubed, a missing term can be rewrite as 0 x raised to n, because 0 times x raised to n is equal to 0 then. Okay, so it will not affect any polynomial if its leading coefficient is 0. So we have 0 x, since we are missing by a term with variable of x squared. This is x squared, and copy 4x and positive 8. Now we can divide it to x minus 2, or the value of x minus 2. Then equate x minus 2 to 0. Therefore x is equal to 2. Now write the synthetic division. Okay, x cubed has a coefficient of 1. 0x squared has a coefficient of 0. Negative 4x has a coefficient of negative 4. Then for our constant term, that is 8. So bring down our leading coefficient, then times it to 2. 1 times 2 is 2, put it here. 0 plus 2 is 2. Then 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 4 plus 4 will cancel each other, so it will become 0. Then 0 times 2 is 0. For our remainder, x plus 0 is 8. So now we have a remainder of it. So let's first write our polynomial. If this is the remainder, this is the constant, this is x raised to 1, and this is x raised to 2. Okay, so 1 x raised to 2, or simply x raised to 2, plus 2x. Okay, now since we have 0 constant, we won't write plus 0 because it is redundant. So instead we leave it like that. We skip to our remainder, and our remainder will look like this: plus 8 over our divisor, which is x minus 2. So this is our answer.